Hi everyone, welcome to Foodie Chicago. I'm Camille Parker from Camille'sDish.com. Did you ever wonder where your seafood comes from when you're dining out? I'm here in Villa Park at Supreme Lobster to find out. So Supreme Lobster is the exclusive seafood sponsor of Chicago Gourmet, and Dominic Stramaglia.
Very good, Camille.
Sometimes I go into the Italian.
Gotcha.
Is here. He's the founder of Supreme Lobster, and is going to tell us a little bit about your role in Chicago Gourmet.
Well, thank you. We're very proud to be one of the sponsors, the big sponsor for the Seafood Pavilion. And from there, we've been a sponsor for the last 2 years, and we're going into our third year, which we're very proud of. From the outflow of people that have come to our booth. We have different chefs from all the different key restaurants, which we can't divulge now because it's a secret.
How'd you know I was going to ask?
I know you were, but we're very proud, and we'll have some of the top chefs in the city of Chicago that participate in there. They'll come, they'll request, or they'll do different items from our seafood selection, which they will prepare.
So, okay, so that's great. So you're going to have a whole Supreme Lobster tent, essentially, with rotating chefs using your product.
Correct.
And so do they get to request, they must get to request what they want to use.
Yes.
And so they'll be distributing samples of that food.
Yes, they'll come cook on the premises, or they'll come prepped, and then they'll put individual plates out for the general public, which again the people pay for the tickets, and all the food that goes to them free. That's
fantastic. Is it going to be both days, the 29th and the 30th
Correct.
of September?
All the way through the whole process.
That's awesome.
Right. It is awesome. It's quite a spectacular thing when you see these chefs out there participating in our tent that we sponsor every year, and we're very proud to be a sponsor of the Chicago Gourmet.
So Dominic, tell me where we are now, and what part of the process are we in?
Camille, taking you through the process now, this is what we call the loading dock, the staging area, where basically 100% of the product flows through.
Okay.
We have semis, we have airport deliveries that come in. From that, we have our quality manager coming through, checking the temperatures of the truck, checking the temperature of the ice that's coming through, and then ultimately checking the fish itself.
Okay, so everything is at a sort of general time frame from water to your facilities, maybe 3 days?
We try to.
Okay.
Sometimes we try to get in 24 hours.
Right.
We call what we call the day boat fisheries,
sure,
which we will source that product immediately, and within 24 hours it's in our house.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting, because one wonders, we're in Chicago, so
right.
How is it that we get fresh fish even from, like you're saying, Asia, for example, within that few days time to keep it fresh? It's flown in and you keep it cold and...
Right. We always tell people, we are so fortunate in the Midwest because of our sourcing capabilities, our volume capabilities here as far as Supreme Lobster goes, that we have the best sources from East Coast, West Coast, overseas, and Chicago is such a metropolitan hub that everything joins here.
Sure. Okay, so this is just coming in right now from the truck?
Right, this is a product now, this is a frozen product, just came in by truck here. This is from...
king crab, huh?
Yeah, from Seattle, Washington.
Nice.
So the product was caught in Alaska, flown down for processing, and then put in warehouse cold storages in the Seattle market. Then they as a hub, they truck it back and forth.
Okay. Which restaurants are your product going to?
We supply basically, I think right now, it's over 5,000 restaurants on our books. After 37 years, it's not only the Chicago market, we distribute, say, at least 100 miles radius here ourselves. We have 54 trucks on the street daily.
Oh my gosh.
We have an operation in Las Vegas, and we ship to other warehouses around the country.
Oh wow.
We have contracts with certain major hotels or other small distributors in other towns.
That's incredible.
That we can ship. Yes, it is.
So this facility must be massive.
Yes, it is.
We're standing only in the loading dock, but
this is just the loading dock.
We get to see the rest too?
Sure.
Let's
take
go
a walk right
check
down here. Listen, ship we just got in live Maine lobsters. These were packed up yesterday afternoon and shipped. We're here this morning already.
This is gorgeous. That guy is huge.
This is a 3-pounder. This is a nice 3-pounder. You can pet him.
I can.
He's harmless.
Hi, buddy.
He's harmless.
I'm afraid of his pinchers.
No,
He's got.
He's what we call their rubber band for that reason.
Yeah.
So he can't get pinched.
That's right.
We're entering the lobster room.
Yes.
This is where we keep our tanks. This is actually the holding facility. We can hold up to 10,000 pounds of lobster at any given time.
Holy smokes.
And that, again, for the holidays, we go through that 3 times over because our Christmas and New Year's are very.
Really?
That's our biggest volume, and Easter will be our biggest volume.
Of course.
And this is our lobster system. It's basically a saltwater system, and you can see everything's PVC because they're very delicate in the way they have to be treated. It's like being a surgeon in here almost. Basically, there's a swimming pool in the bottom with a bacteria bed on the bottom, which consists of rock, stone, oyster shells. But it's like a filtering system, and if the bacteria builds up for the water.
So how long can they live in there?
They can live a month, 2 months, whenever they want.
How long do they generally stay in this spot?
We try to rotate our inventory.
Sure.
Probably weekly.
Okay.
If he's one that's screwing around and doesn't want to get caught for disposition, he's lucky.
Oh,
but we'll get
they're
him.
sneaky?
They're sneaky.
They hide?
Yep.
That's funny. What's next?
Next, we're going to show you our holding freezer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Camille, this is our freezer.
Holy cow, this is huge.
This is basically 75,000 square feet, racked 4 high, and you can see that all the different species and slots that we have. In this freezer, we'll hold over almost 2 million pounds of frozen fish.
This is amazing.
Which we will stock, which we will rotate once a month.
Holy smokes, you go through 2 million pounds of fish once a month? That's incredible.
Well, think about it. You eat 3 meals a day, right?
Yeah, yes.
And so it's a continuous thing, again, the logistics and keeping sure that we have inventory at all times. That's our buyer's job to make sure that we go.
That's incredible.